Alright, we're live. Rolling back in.
Rolling back in with a surprise.
Yep, so this is going to be actually the first co-op run in a V0oidathon, Resident Evil 5 with Zeion and Skittles. So this should be pretty interesting.
Alright, whenever you're ready, Void, let us know. I got a surprise for them all.
Yeah, so you want me to get a countdown, or are you going to do it yourself?
That's fine, you can count it down.
Alright, so 3, 2, 1, Smurf.
Smurf.
The classic. Alright.
So just for V0oidathon, we're going to play in black and white.
Yep. Which I'm a big fan of.
Coming in loud and clear, Kirk.
The show just cut through the black and white world.
There's a black market weapons deal going down in Kijuju. That's where Irving will be. Alpha team is already...
This is a pretty straightforward speed game. It's got its few points. The first about 10 minutes into it is kind of boring as hell. But that's just how most Resident Evil games are. And then it's basically going to come to every single time we get to a cutscene, we're going to just skip the cutscenes, because we don't need cutscenes.
Because cutscenes are boring, yeah.
Yep. Oh, there's 2 cutscenes we don't skip. And they actually make the game faster. But those aren't till about 2/3 and almost the end of the run.
We stick together.
And you guys get to watch a door open for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, in true Resident Evil fashion. That was always a thing that like was jarring to me when I was watching Resident Evil speedruns back in the day, and when I started watching mostly Resident Evil 2 from V0o. Like the door transitions take like a quarter of the run.
Yeah, there's a lot of them in this run. It's probably RPVs and RPVs about hour and a half now, what it's down to, and it goes off in game time, and probably 10 minutes of that is just running the transitions for no reason.
Yeah.
It's like this. There's no reason for this transition besides story development. You will occasionally hear the baby. The baby is up and awake.
Yeah, I better see some baby rages in the chat whenever you hear the baby.
Don't have any contingency plans for this situation.
Roger on the locals, but your orders still stand.
What does that mean? Was HQ expecting this?
Come on!
Roger!
So, originally, what we were going to do is, when I submitted it, our time was actually a lot higher. We were going to do Veteran, because Veteran is actually a pretty fun run-through. But the problem is, in 3.1, El Gigante is so RNG heavy, and it's such a pain in the ass, that if we lose once or twice, we could end up going over estimate. Not only the fact that Wesker can just be an asshole and instantly kill you.
Yeah.
Literally. It just seemed like this would be easier, it'll be funner, it's something that we don't really have to focus on as much. And, you know, don't have to worry about getting hit with a giant boulder that kills us in 2 bits. There's giant boulders in this game. Another thing that we're going to be doing that's going to make it a little bit different, we're not going to be doing any of the tactical resets. Tactical resets is, I don't know, the only other Resident Evil game I ran for a little bit was 4, but I never actually ran it completely. But in 5, there's a lot of tactical resets you can do. It'll reset rooms, it'll reset enemy cycles. Kind of like in Celeste, how if you go back a room and then go forward.
Yeah.
It's basically like that, but it adds up to basically about 6 minutes through the course of the run, and it's literally nothing. So it only affects in-game timer, it doesn't affect us on the outside, so there's no point in boring you guys with that. It's already going to be boring enough watching us blow shit up the entire run. Like this.
Speaking of which...
What's that, Kelly?
Whoops! That was not intentional.
You tell me.
The only real trick in this game, if you have a rocket launcher, it's basically quick aim. Basically like 5-7 frames. All you gotta do is you just switch, and you can fire your rocket launcher instantly without aiming, which is a really hefty way. There's plenty of boss cheeses with it, or you can just pull your wife up with it. But yeah, the first chapter and a half, 2 chapters is is kind of boring. It's all straightforward. Bosses are relatively simple. It's basically you burn your robot.
The locals are hostile. The gate is sealed, and we're trapped. We need backup, and we need
Speaking of which, here comes our first mini boss. Don't grab controller.
help's on the way.
Got it. Just hope he gets here quick.
Just wait for him. We could have sped up the cycle here. There's a trick that you can do with nitrogen rounds, and it makes it like 10 seconds faster. But to be honest, we haven't learned it yet, because what's the point in saving 10 seconds? Hey, just like that. First mini boss again. And now we have to come over here and sit for like 3 minutes and do nothing. Except shoot you guys. Classic tutorial.
I love tutorial levels.
Yeah. Especially when they're 9 minutes long. Ow, that was my fault. Oh, never mind. I'm safe. Oh, and I promise this year my capture card will not. I made the wife watch that VOD of what happened when the capture card died during Pikachu. It was not. It's just no end, but they're all dead.
End to them.
We've got to hold out till Kurt gets here.
The baby is horrible. Oh, there goes the baby. I really wish there was more to talk about, but this level is just 10 minutes of boring nothingness.
Yeah, even the baby wants this tutorial to be over.
Literally, a tenth of the run is the tutorial. It's pretty sad to think about that. We're almost done now. 7, 8 minutes. In real time. And just the first cutscene.
Final Fantasy 6 next
Well,
Sheva, how you holding
but
up?
these are shortly, guys.
Here shortly. Just hang in
And
there.
gals. And anyone else. I do kind of like this one. It's really heavy tutorial, but it kind of throws you straight into action. Instead of, walking around, hey, this is how you do this, this is how you do that. And then it sends you into this giant fest where it's literally 5 minutes of either killing the zombies with basically no ammo, or just out running around like a chicken with your head cut off. It kind of just throws you into it.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Hey, tutorial is finally done.
Door. Find some cover.
Hog.
and then we just skip everything. That wasn't bad. That was an 845 though. So now we're gonna go ahead and start chapter 1-2. This is where it's gonna start actually getting a little bit of initiative. We're gonna be moving from screen to screen, tactic to tactic, and our goal here is basically just to go around any and all zombies that we come across. There's really no point to kill them. The only ones that we're gonna want to kill are bosses and anything that needs to advance. There's really nothing we have to pick up either. Baby, calm down. If you play this game casually, you understand just how stupid the AI is too for the computer. To be fair, I think honestly at times the enemy AI is smarter than your partner. Like, I was trying to practice Fast Wesker earlier, and my partner literally ran the opposite way to do nothing. And then started shooting me. Great partner. But I feel like that's one thing that put a lot of people off from Resident Evil 5 compared to 4 and the other previous titles. Weaving around, weaving around.
Come in!
Nice. And the babies, too. That's a plus. Skip the cutscene. And then we just run away. Yeah. There's very few instances in this game that are RNG. That's another thing I like about this game, is that there's not heavy RNG. Times zombies can just go left or right, and you're kind of like, I'll just go around them this way. But it's pretty straightforward. Wow, that was almost as bad as the baby screaming. I swear we run this game. We're just not good at commentary. And someone else doesn't want to talk.
I don't really talk.
A nice cold one does sound good, right? Oh, we're gonna start this now where you yell at me and say hurry and come on. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
That. You're gonna hear come on a lot. Like, the hitboxes for, like, doors are not bad. But the hitboxes for when you're opening them, basically transition in the scene, are crap. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna have Sheva wait there. We're gonna go up and we're gonna start the cutscene. And then grab the key, and we're gonna have the shortest boss battle in It's over.
Because it automatically spawns to the next cutscene, which activates the boss.
See, look at that. You're doing good explaining. There's a few instances like that where you can save like a second. One person opens the door, the other one kick it as soon as you can. Because even though we're being chased by killer zombies and killer plague, they will casually open the door like they're going into church on Sunday.
Come on!
Roger, come on!
You can have zombies shooting at you with a machine gun behind. They'll just casually open it like, whoop. How you doing, guys? This is Grandma's house.
Ah! That one was hilarious. That one was actually hilarious.
Oh, I almost made a mistake.
But
So then this is one of the few glitches that we have. I get to carry a refrigerator, and this refrigerator is going to allow us to skip about a minute and a half roughly of this level. Because refrigerators are great for that apparently. But the minigun is ridiculously weak and has no accuracy, but its barrel point actually goes past doors hitboxes, which allows us to break a lock coming up shortly. You missed.
I guess.
Come on, I'm getting chewed on by a baby, and I hit it. What's going on?
You are off carrying a refrigerator.
Okay. Blame the refrigerator. Blame the refrigerator.
I just listened to it.
Oh, the other reason, like I told Boyd, we are playing on PS4, which causes kind of this shitty view of the reduced 16:9s. But we thought that would be better than chancing playing on PC, because on PC there's a high chance to disconnect, and if you disconnect, it's just wasted time setting everything back up, getting all together, having to reload the chapter.
That
It's just
doggy's like,
okay, dog. Hit me in the cut. What the hell?
that doggy said, that
You got
doggy,
close
I've never had that happen. I'm not even mean.
well, you're full of my shit.
That truck's hitbox is horrible. It can still hit you even when it's running. And the bad thing about the refrigerator is, oh yeah, you're laughing at me. Thanks, baby. With the refrigerator hitbox, I actually have to move it upwards to be able to see. Because it's so damn big.
And Chris can only have it.
And as you can see, it can block player 2's view.
And only Chris can have
I should have messaged you about the gum incentive for someone to give you. So to use this for the rest of the run. It is black and white because it's almost V0oidathon.
It's almost V0oidathon, yes. This game is not black and white normally.
Yeah, I'm using the color filter. It's not like OBS. The actual game has a color filter built in once you, I believe you have to leave it on normal.
Come on!
There's also a red filter, and then there's a professional filter. But in true V0oidathon fashion, it's gotta be black and white. Just like the
Yeah.
This is just another little quick trick. In co-op, you just speed it up. One of us is going to come over here, grab the key, go in, and then grab this key. And then because Sheba's over there, she can instantly unlock it the second I pick up the key. And if I get out fast enough, I can actually open up the doors and skip this without having to worry about it. It's just, everything is about co-op and like working together. I have to get to one place, she has to get to another at the same time. And as long as we keep those actions right, it'll speed everything up and we won't have to worry about, hey, I didn't do this part. Hey, this guy didn't smack me in the face with the shit.
You two okay?
Oh, we're getting air support.
It's gonna get hot down there, so watch out.
Roger. Thanks, Kirk.
Wow. I didn't think HQ actually cared.
And as fast as we're going to get air support's going to be going down. There goes air support.
What the fuck are those? Masters in HQ.
We should get a Beth Comrade for poor Matheson. He tried to help us for the whole course of 30 seconds.
I thought that was Jim.
Is that Jim? Joe, Bob? I don't know. I've given up on naming these guys. There's so many of them. So then this is a little trick right here. We're going to pull out the minigun. Semi-precise, semi-not. You can also do this with a grenade, but it's like 1 second faster, and you have to do a really precise and the baby just threw up on me. Really precise and asinine grenade throw. And then just like that, the next mini boss is dead. I'm gonna run past, she's gonna grab the key, and then we're going to open up the next door. Hey, Gabriel, can I get a towel? I wasn't being funny, the baby really threw up all over me. Let this be a lesson, don't have kids if you want to speedrun. I'm totally joking, by the way. I'm one of the people who tells everyone that you can't speedrun with kids, but don't speedrun while holding them. In classic Resident Evil fashion scenes. The cutscenes have quick time events in certain ones of them, and basically you either get them or die. But the good thing about easy is that you can skip in between it. And also, the cutscene triggers, or not triggers, but the buttons you have to press are always the same, unlike Professional, where they change. Like when we try to go through Veteran changes as well, but it doesn't change all the time. Oh no. I almost didn't take off the refrigerator. That would have been bad.
I'm just keeping the refrigerator.
That's the only use for the refrigerator. Save like a minute and a half.
I'm keeping the refrigerator. Get rid of the rocket launcher.
Lines are.
Across the station.
One time while I take off the mini fridge,
That right there is just allowing the dog to come closer. So that way we can blow them up and we can just run past the second set of dogs from the explosion. Because they'll either get dazed or they'll be right on my ass. Get up the ladder, Chris. They'll either get dazed or they'll get killed from it.
just got shot in the head. Or that will get shot in the head.
You were asleep right before the... Oh, God. Oh, that's time number 2. The baby has almost killed me.
Evil baby.
Evil
It's just
baby.
karma for getting me back.
This part we're going to have to move a little bit slower on because it is in black and white. Because, you know, going through a dark tunnel that's already black and white is, not the best idea. But it's pretty straightforward. The path never changes, the zombies' rotations never change.
Oh.
You just want to dodge everyone. It's either left or right. This one, we're going to go left. Hey, he went left.
Right.
And then back. It's fine. For safety, I'm going to heal here shortly. Or I'm going to get caught on his hitbox. I'm going to get caught on his hitbox. You can go through this part without the lantern. It's just a little bit more dangerous. It takes a little bit of time, but I mean, it's easier when you're not playing at that level where you have to worry about, hey, can I save 5 seconds like on this laser, or do I need this immediately? It's kind of like going for Sandbar in Super Mario World. Do you really want to go for it if you don't need it? In all honesty. Alright. And then we release, and then...
Okay.
I'm coming.
Ow.
Ow. Your awing is more like funny than my commentary. Yeah. I'm really hoping he says, oh yeah. Because he can say, oh yeah, playing this thing. Just listen in the body, hit a big, oh yeah! Run up through. That's the semi-boring thing about this game, though. It's everything is like pretty straightforward. It's kind of like playing 96 Exit. You're just doing a flyover in most stages, and the same thing for this game. You're just doing run by most of them. Nice cuts.
Delta Team, Chris here. We located Irving. He got away. We're
Come out here. It's another thing we're using the quick rocket, which works out pretty well. This guy's in the really bad. Just switch.
Roger that.
And it kills the other guy back there, and then you can just run by without having to worry about getting hit in the face with the turret.
Oh, I used the turret.
What the hell are these AI doing? Go up the ladder. Go up the ladder! Come on!
Mom, you leaving food.
There's a really big tactical reset coming up here. But like I said, we're not going to do it. Basically, this upcoming boss, what it does is, it would reset you in front of it, and it would reset the boss's location. So you would instantly be able to shoot him in the air with the rocket. What the hell? Is this like karma for me making...
No,
Oh my god, there's another one.
he has bomb.
Like, RNG TNT killed me, almost. But what you do is, as soon as the chapter complete thing will come up, you basically reset check chapter, and it'll switch the boss's location, and you can literally just one-shot him in the air. But like I said, doing tactical resets in a marathon environment does not make any sense. So what we're going to do is we're just going to shoot him twice. We have infinite aim anyway. Just put him down, and then you aim for the head. And then he dies just the same. .446. And now we have Burn Your Rope Update 2 of 3. This is like 45-second unskippable cutscene. At least it's in black and white though.
I heard about Irving.
And baby percent is complete.
There will be
He's asleep.
other opportunities.
The baby is asleep.
Shove it to headquarters.
Baby percent is complete.
Saved.
There's a high probability that Irving is on his way to an oil field in the marshlands. We're rejoining Delta Team and heading there now.
This is the chapter of why we didn't plan on veteran like we were going to originally. Because if we died to Wester, it wouldn't be that bad. It would only be like 45 seconds or a minute lost, and even maybe the entire run would come well under that. That's how much we practicing through. But at this level, the last part of it is like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. And if you just get bad RNG, he keeps putting boulders on you, he will basically kill you. Almost everything. Like, even the higher tier players can find out the fact that it's one of those things that you never run into.
What does all this have to do with
In my opinion, some of the people don't run veteran, and they just run amateur and normal, or they just go all out. The crappy thing is that Shiva's AI, like I said earlier, is so dumb. She'll go up to a wall and shoot a wall. But in this, she will literally never miss. She is like a tech. She will not miss, she will always aim for the enemies closest, and she will always aim for the trucks and start shooting. That's why it's so much easier when you play on veteran or professional solo to do this part, because Shiva will literally start shooting the boulders or shooting Dante sweet spots, and just hit first flavors. As long as you don't mess up and you time everything, there's no way to get hit. Which begs me to question how they messed up her AI so badly in the environment, but yet in this part she's just stupidly annoying. I know, I keep calling her Shiva. Quick time of it. Baby dreaming a world record has a lot of dreaming to do. Imagine me getting a world record.
Oh, we got a motorcycle now.
Yep. There we go. We're almost done. This is basically one of those instances, like that's why I go from public zone to broke up the 3, because it's just a giant house roller, except this one's semi-interactive. Here we go. We can blow up another truck.
There's no getting past that truck unless you two do something about it.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm ever going to play in black and white again. It's very hard to shoot in black and white.
I mean, you can revert it back.
No, it'll be fine.
Alright, alright.
Now we're home free. No, we need 7 Molotovs, but I maybe 8. There's not even any guys that are responding to happen, so I mean we can stop shooting and Vixie.
Okay.
But this whole boss right here is why we chose to run on a lower difficulty than the veteran like we were going to. Because of how hard this boss is. It's stupidly hard to cycle, and his spawns that are going to come out have just super bad hits.
$5 boulder.
$5 boulder. If there is a boulder on turn 1, I will get the sub and push you. Don't do it, motherfucker! Don't do it! God damn it!
Come on!
But yeah, that's how strong the boulder is on me. I kind of let it hit us because I missed it. On veteran, don't miss it. It's just stupidly OP. And you can only stop one boulder from coming in once, and then the rest of them you have to work together to break the boulder. Your regular chain guns can break boulders.
Do you want somebody a gift?
I will give someone a gift sub.
Whoa.
The question is, motto sub it, or actually give it to someone? Another little fun thing, there hasn't been a lot of data mining in a sense, or a lot of people who have gone past this for this game. It is possible on the older generation consoles like Xbox 360 to one-cycle this boss. Kind of like how I said the quick rocket switch is like 5 to 7 frames, which is basically, you play your Super Nintendo game that runs on 60 FPS, you know what the frame counts really are. No one's really delved into that, but because of the lower 30 FPS, it's actually possible to kill El Gigante in one cycle, and it's like over a minute back. But you can only do it at 30 FPS, and no one really knows what it is. Kind of like Skyward Video Legends. It's just one of those games that's really fun to run, but not a lot of people that look into it. Okay, just grab them.
Telephone pole.
Come on, stop hitting us. Get the fuck out of guns and back to the game.
That is sweet.
We're gonna two-cycle them now. There's really no reason why we wouldn't. Just like that, he's dead.
Got him.
That was a pretty good chapter overall. It's just one of those points again, like I said, it gets dull and repetitive on auto scrollers. We're gonna be safe. Shouldn't need them, but we're gonna take. We'll be on the safe side.
Whoa, the gift sub. Thank
A lot of stuff. It is such a low chance to actually get Boulder first turn if you're not playing on Veteran and Professional. And yet, that's like, what, the 5th run in a row we've gotten Boulder now?
Yeah.
Like, come on!
Come on. Imagine being lucky.
Yeah, because Boulder's the slowest one to get to. So this is a pretty straightforward level. It's another aspect, like in the first two, where teamwork is really going to come into play, and I'm probably going to hit stuff. It's already hard enough to drive this thing. It has one of the wonkiest hitboxes, kind of like a piranha plant in Super Mario Brothers. Its hitbox, except is a hell of a lot bigger than what.
I promise you, he does not like drive like this in real life.
Well, I drove into a corner, so thanks for giving me a compliment. But this is basically your classic, get out, get the items, go. And it's where co-op is really going to come into play. Because basically, I'm going to make the wife go get everything, and I'm going to kill everything. It's just quicker that way to have one person go grab it and the other one provide a little bit of cover fire. Cutscenes. Fire a rocket right over there.
Okay.
Ooh, that's bad. They're right in front of you.
I'm gonna
How could someone do this to them?
I got the ones for you to come out, but just hit you through a wall. Such crap. Alright. And then we just wait. And that's literally the whole point of this level. We just have to get 4 tablets, and it's just quicker for one person to go compared to 2 on 3 out of 4 of them. On the 4th one, we both have to go because it requires team boost. Remember, you don't have a machine gun. You have the,
What are you doing?
I want to. Hey, you said I was a good driver, and obviously I'm not showing people that.
I said in real life.
We're just literally gonna jam through these guys, even though they have those. That's exactly what I mean. The crappiest hitbox. I did not touch that, and yet the game was like, nope, you hit it. Let's see if I can.
We're gonna go
Meow.
crocodile hunting now.
There you go. You want to go get the crocodile one by yourself? You don't need to come. I have a bad habit of being eaten by crocodiles. It does not go well for me. That seems to be my luck in all my speed games. Am I just cursed?
Maybe.
Wouldn't be surprised at this point.
Look at this! He's coming for me!
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Just bad luck. My first solo run here, there is a very, very random and rare spawn that he can literally spawn right in front of the docks and kill you. And I got that, and it actually just barely grazed. But I had never seen it. I'd heard a few people talk about it. So it's not this crocodile, but there's one that can spawn right about here. And it will literally jump up at the last second and get you. And if it misses you, it will scare the fucking crap out of you. Because your controller will just start vibrating, and it'll literally be an explosion of water. You'll go blind and be like, what the fuck was that? Oh, blindly. Not good.
You were too far.
Darn it. And then this is the only one where both actually have to go to sleep. I'm sorry, it's hard to drive. I'm holding a baby and rocking him back. This time slot worked out perfectly, because usually about now is when the baby takes his afternoon nap. But no, he decided to get up at 5 a.m. this morning. Instead of 7.
Classic.
Yep. What we're gonna do is, instead of fighting these guys, because we fight them, you chance them just literally basically holding you up. We're gonna take 1 or 2 hits, we're just gonna run past them. In between them. Please don't. Oh my gosh. He was not even near me. He like hit me with the back of his spear. What is my luck? I'm coming. Jeez.
You're very lucky.
Not, am I ever lucky? That's the best thing. Literally, never lucky could be a picture of me, and it would fit.
Okay, that was...
I'm trying. It's also in black. Okay? I can't see the white holes in the white water. There we go. And we're just gonna come in. Whoop. And this is by far one of the longest and most tedious chapters besides 5.3. And 5.3 is so bad because it has basically... Come on!
Come on!
That's basically 2 boss battles back to back.
Which boss battle?
Which one of the bosses? You're gonna have to wait till then.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know one. So
Just remember, make sure you kill this Magenia. I would like a deathless run.
Well, you almost didn't have that.
Oh, okay.
Because that's okay. Keep trying to kill him.
This is another instance, so teamwork again, just split up. Someone comes up here, kills these guys because there's no way to open it from the back, and if you shoot it just right there, you get all three of them. Sheva has to actually hit someone down there, because if not, it will basically be the just amount of time to get the bridge up, and then she'll be opening the door, and the guy will hit you. And it results in Sheva dying, and you have to completely redo it. Oh hey, I've never killed this guy on the bridge.
Go.
There we go.
Wait, that one forgot. Wait, he got eaten.
I've never done that. That was hilarious.
Usually I kill him.
I have to... There we go.
Can I do that? With you, Mom? I can be Chris and you can be Sheva? Wait, Sheva your favorite character? Why up, Mom? You can play
And just like that.
I think you as Jill.
Pretty straightforward.
When you rescue Jill,
Look at that amazing print. I believe this level is another one of the levels that has 2 or 3 tactical reset that just set up your enemies to kill them all in one rocket to go around them. But it's, again, like I said earlier, just in a marathon standpoint, it doesn't make sense to waste the time when all I gotta do is that. Okay. And all I have to do is this. And go around and I don't have to worry about hitting them.
or the crocodile will eat you.
Don't jinx it.
It did the other day. Gabe.
I got eaten by a crocodile last night, and I have no idea how, because I pressed the buttons and Chris rolled and went into the crocodile.
Whoops.
Wait, last time you played?
I want to be funny and say I've never had it happen, but I've actually never had it happen. I don't understand what happened.
Can you shoot?
All the enemies
Can you
despawned
shoot?
and
Can
the
you
level
shoot?
just
Can
ended,
you-
basically. Sorry. I forgot to kill those guys. That's my fault. See, look at that. Crocodile.
I mean,
Down.
I would, but
But just for safety, I'm sitting in the middle. And then we have one more crocodile that we have to very intently press L2. While we go through this annoying cutscene, basically. Oh, 2 crocodiles. There's only supposed to be 1. Come on, I want to ladder, come on.
crocodile kill.
But this is what I was saying earlier about this game. Chris is just going to casually come over here, killer zombies on the loose, casually take out the door, casually open the door.
See?
and then you get to hear me mean.
Did you saw the chainsaw gun? Game, she can see you. You need to stop.
I really wish there was a way to speed this one up, but there isn't. It literally involves one player yelling at the other player to come on. He's dreaming. He's talking.
Okay.
I don't know if they can hear him on the mic. Can you hear the baby?
We don't hear him right now.
Good. He's dreaming. He's going, yeah. Aw. Come on. Okay, I'm coming. Calm down.
Come on.
This is a pretty straightforward one. So what we're going to do is we're going to split up here again. Basically just close out as many as we can. Chris is closer, so Chris is going to take 2. And Chef is going to take 1. And like usual, we're going to try to kill the fair amount of people. And there are 2 chainsaws that are going to spawn. And the only one that we're going to kill is the one that spawns me. Because the wife can get around hers. While on the other hand, oh thank you. You covered me with a rocket and didn't kill me this time. The one that spawns for Chris will go straight for Sheva. 9 times out of 10. And Sheva dying would be very, very bad. Because we'd have to redo this entire section. And that would be very, very bad. But if mine spawns first, it'll delay her spawning. Wait, it did. So now hers is spawning, and then we're going to pull mine up. Quick flip. Okay. Oh! Well, I just killed myself.
It's almost up there.
I got told me. I know what to blood out. It was quicker just to start. I'm sorry.
Well, reset.
Yeah.
If he would have hit you,
That was perfect too.
I'll take it.
Let it be known, I joked all week about the bike blowing me up during this run for
And he
revenge.
blew himself
And yet
up.
I'm blowing her up and blowing myself up.
he shouldn't.
I don't know if he's gonna spawn because I killed him, which gets a checkpoint. I just didn't know he was dead. So that's why I fired the second rocket. I didn't see that I was doing it. Yours should spawn because you're supposed to. Oh god, yours is down here with me.
Yeah, it did it automatically.
Careful. Oh, there. Free. Just run around the guy with the chain. He'll never see. Can I please not get that girl?
I want the 2 losses.
Come on, skip. Oh my gosh, come on.
Come on.
Don't skip.
That was not good. That might have been as bad as I could. It's just a very. Don't skip. I skipped the cutscene. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh.
How many times did I say that?
I thought we were talking about that. This is one of those cutscenes where it doesn't affect in-game time because that's what this game is timed on. In-game time is why you're only allowed to do tactical resets. Like when I restarted there, we should have left lead out. So basically, the run is invalid.
No,
Sorry.
it's over.
It's over. But basically, what's this guy's name again? Okay, we're gonna call him Jimmy. We have to wait for Jimmy to do the computer. It actually advances during the cutscene, and it actually speeds up Jimmy doing the computer. So Josh should be done earlier. So not only does it save time, actual time, but it lowers down your efficiency.
I get those 2 herbs.
I don't need the herbs.
Dad,
Oh my gosh, I will pick up an herb just for you.
I also just threw it forever.
Never fear, I have the ultimate knowledge at hand. The 7-year-old.
Jimmy,
Never fear.
how you won't shoot
And
that?
we get to do it again.
That would be a total death.
Move, Josh.
Yep, now we have to wait on James. I'm just gonna keep giving him a new name every single time. Let the memes keep flowing. I really didn't care if Hyrule's gonna meme the entire time we were doing our run either. That's the point of this. It's to have fun and enjoy time with the community.
Yep.
And to blow your life up. There's James.
Dad,
You can have some. Nice headshot. Point blank range. This is one of the few cutscenes where we just let it play out because it saves in-game time, whole time, and then all these enemies right here are just gonna go whoop, and be done. Just like that, we're back to playing Turn Europe. Oh, hold on. Gotta pick up the gold. I don't understand the logic in this game, but for some reason, gold has the highest priority above anything. He shot me. What is my luck during this run? Like, He shot me through this little crevice right here. A little tiny crevice. He shot me through it.
Oh, looks like Chainsaw Magini's coming.
He's dead.
I'm pretty sure he's not.
He's dead. Oh, well, you better go. No, we're good. But, sorry. For some reason, gold is valued at the highest input. So, if there's gold next to a door, no matter how much you press it, your character will grab it. He will grab the gold before he pushes buttons, before he pulls levers, before he jumps over gaps, anything. So, if an enemy dies in a bad spot and there's gold there, your guy or girl is going to always pick up the gold. Because, you know, $100 is better than that. And now we get to do an escape. We're going to try to run through these guys and only kill 2 or 3. If we aim it just right. Close. I'm killing you to be safe. I didn't. I killed you. Let's go. I'll get these guys. These are the only guys that we're ever going to kill. And the cycle was off because it was... And then we're going to go with Jimmy. Go around these zombies.
It's Bob.
It's Bob. Can we just pick a name for him? It's James, Jimmy, Bob, Joe.
His actual name is Josh.
James? Okay. This is James now.
Hyrule.
Oh. So.
I mean, we can name him Hyrule if you want. The only problem is he doesn't.
Well, it's on my run. It's yours.
He doesn't go down the Blaze of Glory. Should have named Mappin Hyrule. Alright, this is Hyrule then. Never felt that. I don't know why. This is another pretty straightforward level. Like, it's just point A to point B. It's another auto-scroller. That's the one thing I don't like about Resident Evil 5 is how many levels are auto-scrollers. It's one thing of Resident Evil 4 and 3, how you go from place to place. Same thing with Resident Evil 2, but with 5, there just isn't a lot that you can do on multiplayer. It's, you go there, you get it done, and you're done playing the second one. Hey look, you got the end there. So now we're going to let Skittles go up there, and then I'll just cover her and kill the enemies, because if not, it takes twice as long. Nice, thank you. Pull the lever, Kronk.
Wow.
There we go. We did it, and we didn't die. That's what matters.
Because you're not using your rocket launcher.
Damn! Nice shade.
Got him.
I deserve to use lit when I get a second. Jumping explosions is great in black and white. It really brings out the tenacity in dark. Comes another little fun area. So all we're gonna do on this one is our classic teamwork motion. We're gonna let Skittles go to the far lever, and instead of me jumping over immediately, I'm going to cover her and use quick shots. Usually 3 works if I don't miss the first rocket. There we go. And by doing that, it kills both the turrets and the guys up there, so don't worry about getting hit. Oh, no, I missed one guy. Yeah. He's being... It just allows us to advance more quickly through the level. And then once she's over... Well, hello. Goodbye. And then rather than cutting backwards and going all the way around, character and actually going to Sheva's side. Sheva's side and board the boat over there. And it still triggers the cutscenes. Go, Chris, go. There we go. Another little quick boss battle coming up. We're gonna try to once basically not miss with our rocket the first time. He's real easy. You just hit him with 2 rockets, sometimes 1, and it'll trigger the next cycle to start without having anyone left through.
Just get out of here, Josh. It's too dangerous.
We'll try to stop it.
It's one of the few cutscenes you can't skip, and the only spot that hurts him is literally hitting the guy right there. They did it just right, and apparently he missed twice in a row. Oh my gosh! There. Optimally, it would be just to hit the first rocket, and I have my settings set to low for later. And I did not go over that. So thankfully the wifey was there to bail us out, because I completely missed it. I threw it away. We're making really good time. We're just under an hour and we're about 2/3 of the way through.
Nice.
Chapter 4.1 is where it's going to get... It's not necessarily RNG heavy, but it's a little bit more explorative, straightforwardness. Luckily, not having a dumb NPC actually speeds up this.
Heard it before?
That's the Tricel's division.
Do you think she could be connected to Irving?
It's possible, but I don't have any.
Trycell.
So we're just going to come up here. We're going to climb a ladder. And then we should be able to go around these guys. Problem. And then I'm actually going to wait to get us to catch up here. Because we want to spawn these guys together so we can go around. And we should be able to go around them just fine if we cut the right corner. Nope. Oh, you got it. You got this. It's one of the instances where they can't really hurt you, but it's just a time waster for them to sit there and grab you and slowly hurt you because they hold you for like 10, 12 seconds. And your guy just sits there and says, "Help me! Help me!" And this, to my knowledge, is the only part of the game that is oriented on which character gets there first. I'm pretty sure this is the only part. Everything else is oriented on the player themselves. But if Sheva beats Chris, Sheva will be the one who gets, Chris will be the one who gets caught down there. Chris beats Sheva, then Chris will be the one who gets caught up. I messed that up. But basically, the very first person will trigger the cutscene, and the second one will fall down. And the person who triggered the cutscenes kills sets of enemies. Well, the other person kills the other one, and then it just allows us to advance through this part. Another little quick time again. And then we're just going to run straight through here. We don't have to worry about killing any enemies or anything. Because we're able to open the door directly. This is one of the instances I was talking about, where in the actual run, if you're going for a top time, you would do a tactical reset. Because a tactical reset would allow all those... Oh, hey, he on me again. It would allow all those guys to be killed with one hit launcher, and it would reset your game time. But there's no point making you guys watch setup screen when it's going to cost more time than it's going to. It also prevents them clumping towards you at the back. So, you might have to get it. Oh, there we go. I think the boulders are the only real other bit of RNG. Because it depends entirely on who. Come on. You just want to keep saying come on because we're on Void's channel.
Ah, come on!
Start. Stop. Mashing the buttons. Push where to jump. And then in classic Resident Evil fashion, dramatic. You're gonna get the. Are you gonna go straight or go left? Straight. Okay, go left. At this level, casually is a bit of a pain on the butt because you have to learn what each level does. But on the speed one, you're gonna literally go straight to each one, and you divide it up because regularly you have to go to one and then Sheva would be like, "I'll go place the other one," and she'll go on his cakewalk stroll and come back with a box of tomatoes. What was I supposed to do again? There we go. And we have to do this, I think, 5-6 times. I've never actually done it. Fast, right? And each time it'll change the platforming around for us. And 2 of them are, like I said, you just have to split up and work. Figure out which person can go to which one. Turn around. I need an opinion. Games with cutscene that change your orientation in the cutscene. Are they horrible or are they just sitting here walking?
Well, it's more like, why did they do it this way, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's really disorienting.
It is. Like, I went back like 8 feet and Chris completely turned the opposite direction. Like, if there was a ledge there that I could fall off, I would have literally ran off the field. Luckily, the game is not that. But there's one feature I don't like besides Sheva's AI. It's that feature in this game because it does it several times, and each time it's just at a super bad. It's like you're getting chased, you're trying to run through something, you get hit, you get chance dying. It's like, nope, let's just have you look at some random thing off your background. Like our first run that thinned out, actually our last PV. We lost like 2.5 minutes to the chainsaw part where I accidentally blew myself up because I could not move during the cutscene. So both chainsaws spawned at the same time, and the chainsaw actually killed me. And this is the last one, and then we get our next little mini boss.
He's trying to get your head
Round 2. But because we skipped all the cutscenes, no one knows. There we go. I went the wrong way again. Alright. Every single time we kill that guy in a different position, I want to go. Imagine going the right way and getting your speeder. Hopeful. Swear if I had to come off one more time.
I hope I gotta do it.
4-1 is definitely one of them. There's
Chris, come on!
more blazing on. I don't know. I feel like Chapter 4 as a whole in co-op is not enjoyable because they try to intertwine the narrative aspects, but also give it a forward linear approach, and I just feel like it doesn't work. It's really good for us in the speedrun because there's several instances where I can just really like this. See if I can one cycle it. Yep. Nope. Great. Hit the back of my shin.
Your shin.
It hit my foot.
It's not your shin.
But by doing that, instead of being explorative, basically, it is pretty straightforward. We can divide up Sheva. Sheva can go get the time-consuming one in the back, which will allow me to come with the second one right here.
My friend's coming.
And then I get awesome. And just let me kill these guys real quick. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to skip another. I'm gonna try to get whole enough apparently. But what this allows it to do by Sheva getting that one, it allows Chris to come straight here. And instead of waiting for it, we can just come right over here. And kill this guy. And it disables the light. Just like it would in the casual. I haven't touched that. And then if I wouldn't have gotten hit, I would have beaten Skittles to that part, and I would have been able to kill the second light, but I'm going to cycle for this light. And we would have been able to go do this with no problem. So I'm going to actually take a slight detour, help her over there. And then just to make sure that we get there nice and easy, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to blow this guy. Safer than sorry.
Oh my god.
You almost skipped that. Good job.
Oh,
And now we can go back
French
unheated.
chasing me.
And instead of trying to explore, basically hit every single point, one after another. Well, hi.
Oh my gosh, both of them are chasing me.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem. Have fun. You make fun of me this whole run.
Yeah, they're usually gone by now.
Usually I kill them.
Yeah, because you're usually quicker.
Fine. What can I say? I'm holding a baby. Got a heater. There we go. And so now, one of the longest chapters, actually, is basically done. Oh, thanks. Thanks. I just wanted to be cute on it for the third time in an hour and 6 minutes.
Laughing.
This is my most hated part of this run now. These lights have such bad hitboxes, and if they touch you, it's instant death. And it's a long, drawn-out cutscene of your guy burning to death.
No.
So Sheva always has to go up there, there's no way to dodge it, and then Chris has to turn it, or vice versa. Chris can go up there and Sheva, but only one person can do it. And you turn the lamps, and if you get too close to them, you just burn them.
There we go.
You see what I mean by shitty hitboxes? You were like 4 feet from it. That was...
Come on!
Okay, go. I'm not gonna try to speed it up. You got that one.
Now you can go.
You're up there? I just love though how you died when I was playing shitty mechanic. There we go. We have one more set of lights. This one is actually a beginner's trap. Because it's not... So what you want to do is, you actually want to skip the first light. Come over here. Get your second light, because there's 2 different sets of rooms. Like I said, this chapter really tries to go back to being supportive. This light, then hit this light. And then this one, you make sure that you're pointing towards where Sheva is, and not over there. You'll hit this one. And then we're going to double back. And it allows us to literally hit the light like that, and boom, triggers the next one.
And it's just easier for Sheva to hide back in the room.
This is the only time. There's no way to actually kill Sheva here. Which doesn't make any sense, because if you actually pay attention when the light is turning, it goes back. But with that, the longest chapter is now in the books. So hungry. You know, we put like 25, 50 hours to practice into this the last week and a half. And I don't think we died one time. An hour into the fun, we died twice. I agree. Need that one.
You killed it.
Now it's just. Alright, I'm gonna pull like we always do, and then you'll shoot. Okay.
I wonder if this is what Irving meant by answers.
Not sure.
There we go. We did it. Like I was explaining earlier, by Chris doing that, Chris has to wait to reset his hit, basically. But Sheva's character, or vice versa, can immediately open the door. And then this is one of the few cutscene triggers that is really good. So by doing that, she'll get stopped. And then I can blow up the liquor that's going to kill her. While she's frozen in the cutscene. There we go. Become Lionheart.
The facility.
But it's again all about teamwork. It just goes back to that instance where and why they thought it would be good to freeze you in the middle. Or and then this part right here is one of the parts where they want you to take it slow and steady. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're just going through it. And as long as they get good RNG, there won't be a single problem. Hey, look at that. Good RNG. I know, don't skip. This cutscene's 10 seconds. It's stupid. I won't skip it. Okay, don't yell at me. I'm sorry.
Come on!
It's just, there's like probably 24 cutscenes in this game, and you only need to watch 3 of them. So muscle memory kicks in when you're sitting here trying to save time. You're like, skip the cutscene. Skip the cutscene. It's when you get it down. It's like in other games, like Super Mario. When you do it, you just want to start flying. Every level, even though you're not supposed to fly. Okay, trying to yell at me, come on again. You're just trying to get in all those come ons, aren't you?
Yep.
Senses are weak.
Alright. This is a really fun boss battle right here. Optimally, we can kill it in one rocket, and optimally it'll take 2. But either way, nice. 1 rocket. Either way, because there's 2 players, you can end it in about half time. That guy is actually tank. Most of the bosses, even on Veteran Professional, take 1, maybe 2 rockets to kill. This thing, oh my gosh. It takes 3 or 4. It's stupid. Safety, sorry. And then 5-2 is another longer chapter, and it's mostly stuck in the thing, the video game. Stuck basically. I hope I'm not continuing. This is a pretty fun game to run. Like, even on the marathon setting. I'm playing this without baby and not balancing frame. It keeps grabbing me. And it's still fun. You also can do this. Don't. You're sitting here lounging about your day, enjoying your time. Next thing you know, you come over. Boom! Just blow up. Yeah, that was funny, wasn't it? Ow.
It's a blow up.
Baby hit the controller. The baby did hit the controller.
That's what they
We're
call
gonna
it.
skip the cycle here. It's gonna be a little bit harder because, so you're like, oh, the controller. I'm in control. Optimally, this would not have been a blow up like it was. We would have just ran past everyone. But, I went to shoot the rocket and the baby actually hit the controller and I ended up going in.
Wait, so
And
there's a light again?
same thing here. We're gonna do it a little bit better this time. Just gonna shoot a rocket. long as we have the explosive, it'll kill everyone or almost everyone.
And not blow me up in the process.
Oh. You know I'm never gonna get to live this down.
What chapter are you on? What chapter are you on, Daddy?
5-2. We have 3 more chapters. This room is another room where they want you to take it slow. But Licker's AI, no matter what difficulty you're on, is pretty dumb. As long as you run, you can either stay together or you can separate like we are. But as long as you run and stay towards the side, you'll be fine every single time. Even then, say you just bait him.
What about the timer?
The timer's fine, dude.
No, 1-2. What about that?
Press circle, please. Press circle, please! Press circle!
You're in my hitbox.
Welcome to the bad mechanics of door. So, I kind of explained it earlier how bad doors are. Chris has to be on left and Sheva has to be on right. There's no way around it. Like, if Chris's character gets moved because you automatically move, when you press it, he can block Sheva. And there's no way that Sheva can hit the button to produce the next one. We're gonna kill this guy here. Just because he can throw a flashbang. And then we're gonna do a shot rocket. Completely missed. Wow. I am playing so bad. Just stick there in the middle. And then got a good cycle so we don't have to wait. And there's gonna be one guy up here that we can armor person for. Oh yeah, he's not armor. There you go. Nice. That's how you're supposed to do doors. Let's kill this guy. And then we can go. And then we don't have to worry about anything until we get near the end. Fine. There we go. Wow. Just want to go ahead and I'll go around these guys. And then I'll meet you up there. Go ahead and be safe. There we go. We get to everyone's favorite mini boss in Resident Evil 5. Coming up right up. They're mini bosses. That's what they are. And the question is, can I make him do a barrel?
I can. If you want me to.
No, you can't do it on this one. Do it on. But it is hilarious to watch him do a barrel roll. The way his hitbox runs, you just see little tiny flippers going everywhere, little tiny crazy shot claws. So, optimally, the person who's not going to kill the Reaper wants to be out of it, so go ahead and go. You trigger the cutscene here, and then I'll kill the Reaper. This Reaper's cutscene trigger is a little bit weird. Sometimes it'll spawn super early, sometimes it'll spawn late, and sometimes it'll spawn so late that it will literally spawn right on top of you. And if it spawns on top of you, because you get immobilized during the cutscene and it's spawning, it will instantly kill you. Great game mechanic. Go ahead and pull that. And we're going to jump down here. And then optimally, as long as we weave in and out of these guys, we won't trigger any of them. And the ones that do trigger, which is very seldomly, because we're weaving, will almost always miss us. It's a little bit slower, but if you get grabbed, you literally have to go through that. And it's just an annoying. Come on, Chris. Got it. There we go. We're almost in the home stretch. Okay, come on. What are we at time-wise?
119.
How much?
119.
119? Oh yeah, we're fine. Like, even with how big of a mess it's been, we're still well under.
Come on!
This is another instance of the boss. It's really easy to kill. You're supposed to flamethrower him and kill him one by one.
Come on!
But you can literally just rocket him and he dies instantly. And then this coming up right here is the longest chapter in the game. There's 2 bosses. We have a backup strat for one of them that works with Hawks. Because it's simply not that we can run this one. This one actually takes initiative. Have a... Yeah? Yeah.
What's all this nonsense about evolution?
But we're gonna ride an auto stroller up here, and our just basically best thing to do is just clear as many of the enemies as fast as you can when they spawn. Because every single time they spawn, they will slow down the elevator.
Then let's go take care of business.
There we go. Oh, I forgot there's one thing before that. Alright, maybe we can make the Reaper do barrel. Boom, clear for her. She's gonna spawn the Reaper right here. Barrel roll. Kill it, please.
I thought you were gonna kill it.
Nope. I couldn't. There you go. Make the Reaper do a barrel roll just for Gwen. And then she's going to spawn this next one right here. Fire another rocket. Basically, with Sheva's hitbox, as long as it goes through Sheva, it is fine. If it hits the ground near Sheva, it will count as a kill on Sheva. But you can shoot a rocket through your teammate, you just can't physically hit around your teammate. That's the best way to put it. So what we're going to do is, before we kill them, we're going to kill this guy over here. And then we're just going to kill all of them at once, because if not, as soon as you kill them, the AI over there will stop the platform and just basically laugh at you. You want me to go across? Okay, I'll go across. Gotta send someone over here first. I guess I'm going to distribute. Oh. I got him. It's not. There we go. Now we can send it back. You're not? Sorry. I'm like half covered with a baby set. You know, you're supposed to be asleep right now.
I would activate the next cutscene.
I'm going to. So by activating it, then we can go over here, kill these guys with rockets, and that allows the teammate. We're going to try to skip all of these enemies right here, and it works out almost every time. With the way this run has been, I'm scared. We're good, they blow each other up, and then we can skip them all. Look. I was scared and everything, and it worked out perfectly fine.
Because I rocketed them.
Never mind. I got my hopes up. I'm like, something went right this run. And then dashed them all. And a little glimmer of hope I had killed it.
That's what I do, apparently.
Ow. And then this was what I was talking about earlier. This is literally just another auto-scroller portion. Nothing that we can do. We just want to kill the enemies that spawn as fast as we can. Because, for some reason, all the levers in here will slow the platform down. So we just move up a little bit and wait. Did you get the emblem? Oh. And then by literally going right there, spawn in front of the first one. And it'll stop like it always does to begin with. It'll slow down, and then it will resume again. And it's basically just rinsing them. Keep killing them as they're spawning. Don't want them to deliver, and the elevator goes up. It's literally like Toxic Tower, but in HD. Not Toxic. No, not Toxic Tower. Why did I say Castle? I'm a disgrace. You got it. This up. There we go. And then same thing, this little platform up here is going to spawn 5 enemies. A little bit random, but it's usually between 5 and 6. And just by literally spawning them when they come in, camp them, they'll never spawn and you can run right through. And there's not really much else to do because it's not a scroll wheel. Again. Left one on. He's dead. There we go. And that allows us to run right. Please stop. Ow. I turned my mic hold down a little bit, so if we went in and out, sorry. But it's just so when the baby's talking, you can't really hear him. So he's usually asleep. Comes back to just little quick optimizations here and there. We're just going to have the person who's going to go up top come over here and we're going to pull this lever, and the person who's going to the bottom cover is going to pull this lever. And it's because it takes longer for the person who pulls that to come over here than it does to pull the lever.
We want to find out.
It's all about just taking it.
Then we need to locate the controls.
There we go.
Maybe they're in that
And
building.
then we can get started. Get over, please. Like all these points. Run through. And now we get to listen to Mr. Bicep run 29 times. "29 times is the least amount that we need to move this thing. And by counting them, this allows us to go like 2 pushes sooner. This is supposed to be a casual point, really intense. You've got like half a dozen to a dozen hunters that spawn, and they chase you. And if the person downstairs does not give you any coverage, they will basically get to you right at the very end. And if they decide to do the tongue attack, then they can kill you. But because she's rocketing your spawn point every single time that they go to respawn, okay, Chris, come on, work this. Every single time that they go to respawn, they'll die. You don't have to worry about it. Alright, you got your weapon out? Yep. Okay, I'm gonna set the baby down because if we mess up Wesker, it's gonna waste time, like a decent amount of time. So you might hear the baby plus. This is one of the few points where we have to actually do something and not mess up. Alright, ready?
This is it right here.
2, 3. You started early! Shoot behind, go forward 2 spots. Come up, shoot behind him, and then you'll do just enough damage to Wesker, where you kill him. And now he's dead. Just like that.
Minutes is all I can spend to play with you.
Wesker is very annoying. Like, the meme 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can start to play with you. You either run around for 7 minutes, or you kill him. Ready for Jill? Okay, we're gonna try to get something on Jill optimally. See if I can. Ready?
I expect.
You have to hit the pendulum
If we could remove
7
that
times. and it's very hard to do jump. So there's one.
And that's what we're gonna do.
Alright, gonna throw it. You got one or two. And optimally, like I did it twice earlier. Nice turn, Chris. I did it twice earlier, and did it 7 times. You can go and throw her immediately and rip off the pendulum, and it saves like almost a minute and a half to minutes.
Answer me.
Like our goal here is a minute and 45 seconds faster than our last speed. But what'll happen is you'll have Sheva or Chris blind her, and then you'll use a completely unupgraded gun. You shoot her leg once, and then you'll shoot it on her chest, and if you hit her leg just right again, you can go through and do it 7 times in a row. Oh, nice. And you don't have to do any of this. You'll just have to do the last one where you tear it off. Oh. That was weird.
Come on,
I don't know what happened. Let's they put. But this is the first of 3 Weskers. The first one went really well, actually. The only thing that's wrong is the aiming off rocket was a little bit too high, so we had to shoot him twice with a lightning hawk instead of once. But hey, I'll take that in a marathon. And then we're almost done with Jill. And then we're going to come up to the final standings in the game.
I don't want to hurt you.
This should be the last one. I think that went pretty well. It wasn't perfect, but, you know, oh.
Come on.
We managed to keep Jill on the bottom, though, to make her not do any acrobatics or anything. So we were able basically to just rinse and repeat, grab her and pull, compared to having to shoot her. So, I mean, it's not optimal, but it went a lot better than what it could have. Our goal here is 9:40. That was a minute slower than. But that's okay. Alright. It's the final stretch. One last check. We're gonna make sure that we work together during this part. I'm gonna kill an enemy, she's gonna kill an enemy. I'm gonna kill an enemy, she's gonna kill an enemy. And then we're going to do a very annoying skip. I wanted to set it up the opposite way for swag, but if you mess up this skip, it's like 3 minutes. So we definitely don't. And we're going to shoot a few extra rockets to make sure we get it right. And of course, his character outline is black. There we go. And what this little skip right here allows us to do, we're killing the guy who's gonna activate Cage. And the Cage cutscene doesn't count towards time, but you have to go all the way around, up the crane, move the crane, hit the switch, kill the guy, go down. I'll get him up just 1 second. And you have to reset everything, and then go down and save sheet. It saves at least 3 minutes. There we go. Baby rage. Baby rage. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we got this.
Baby rage.
Just gotta hold out a few more minutes. Yep, we got this. Nice job. We're gonna try one more little swag strat. Yeah, that's 4 seconds.
Why are you going on?
It's easier on this one. So what we're going to do is normally you have to shoot it up. Hit it very precisely. Very precisely. It's very hard to do. Oh my gosh, I got this 5 times in a row. There we go. Chris, hit the in a safe spot. if you get it within the first 3 swipes. So it's kind of like how you get it first time where they. We're almost done, buddy. We are actually almost done. Right after this one, we have 2, which is a really nice and easy boss battle, and then we go into the final step. 6.
Come on!
I am not listening to Baby Shark. You need to stop giving me that face of sadness.
So big. It won't be easy.
Won't be a problem. Once he knows we're here, he'll find us.
And how do you know that?
Let's just say we have a history together, and he's not the type to like.
You're making good time. This is like a 1-18.
You must have done something to really piss him off.
It goes a bit beyond just pissing him off.
So,
I'm gonna wait just a second here to catch up. Because if we do this part close enough, we can prevent spawning 1 or 2 enemies, and we can both make it around that guy right there. The baby is raging. So, it's close enough. Sawyer, calm down. And then, because we were both close enough, let's stop.
I cursed Worsker for the baby waking up.
That works. But there's an armored guy down here, and it's a very hard area to throw a rocket in. So you basically have to go back to the first curve around there and lure him, because if not, you can't just kill yourself. So what we're going to do is we're just going to optimize it. She's going to grab the key right there, and then go start the first one. Hey, calm down. It's okay. Then I'm going to come over here, dodge the rocket fire, and grab the second key. And then I'm going to jump back up here.
Come on!
And then that'll allow us to advance through. Come on! Chris. Got my feeling partner. And then we're going to try our best to run through this room. And if we run through it fast enough and at right angles, the rocket guys will apparently kill me. Okay. Karma, apparently. They're supposed to literally blow each other up. Like 2 out of the 4 were taken. These 2 did not. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut around them. Got it? Because at the end of the day, your goal is to kill as few enemies. You know, RNG's been pretty bad, but it's still been a decent run so far. I'm gonna skip Wesker. 2 more chapters.
Come on!
And then just for safety, go ahead and go to this should be fine. But we do want to try to do optimal Wesker. So if you it's just safer to go in. This chapter is one of the shortest by far. 6-2 is basically a throwback to 1-2, where you're running from an enemy, and then you're fighting the 3rd version of the same boss top before, except this one's a lot bigger.
That's the end.
What just happened there? I'm so confused. How did we die?
I have no idea.
I'm genuinely confused. Alright, that's how you're supposed to do that. I don't know why it didn't work this time. And then we just go through it. Just a match. And then we're done. Yeah, I don't know why he died the first time. It's literally a square input, and it spawned for like a 50 second, and then oh well. I mean, it works. You still have to get hit anyway. So what we're gonna do is by blowing up the tentacles,
Son of a bitch.
it allows us to skip a room there.
So now what? You
And then we blow up this one as well.
I don't know.
We blow up this one as well.
Get the hell out of here before it destroys this place.
It allows us to skip going in the room. I'm pressing square. That's so strange. And then same thing here. It's just another instance working together. The wife is going to go inside and get the door ready. And the only person we actually need to kill is right here. And we have to blow him up, or else he turns into one of the invincible guys. And now we're going to try to be as quick as we possibly can. Get around him, and we don't have anyone else in that hallway. It worked out pretty well. Yeah. And then this is the last boss fight of the game besides Wesker. And there are 2 versions of Wesker. But this one is straightforward. It's meant to be killed with a laser, but the rocket does enough damage where this person will shoot while he's in. With a small cutscene pull up.
Come on!
And then we're just gonna literally blow this thing up in the middle. It still blows my mind that the rocket launcher is stronger than the laser guided satellite laser. The satellite guided laser.
Oh, this is some serious tentacle porn going on screen right now.
Sadly, it's. And then we're on the last chapter of the game. Let's finish this out.
This is it.
This is it as I go along.
That was great though.
I was watching.
So that's how it goes.
Right.
The world if that ever gets
Remember,
out.
go.
But you're still in.
He's actually
So right here, it's like
showing
all
the
the way
entire
down.
planet.
It saves so much time. They want you to basically go around one way, but if you literally cut backwards and go up, stay with that 2%.
Oh my goodness.
You don't need to watch this cutscene. There are 2 cutscenes that we're going to watch here. They don't just help with in-game time, they actually make the door open up faster. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go hit the first button to get it started, and Skittles, after I get hit the stun run, apparently, which you know is how I left this entire run, is going to cover me and kill the guys so we can get it done as fast as possible.
Or not.
I don't think we've gotten hit anywhere near this much ever in a run. Like, oh, you skipped it. Well, there goes 5 seconds.
I didn't touch it.
You didn't touch it?
No.
There's something wrong with the controllers thing. We should explain why we died in the That's the cutscene that you're supposed to look. There's going to be 4 rocket launchers that are going to spawn over here. Our goal is going to be to rocket them and then not kill them, because they can shoot through the bars, but we cannot shoot through them. Really? Just like that. Only got 2 of them. There we go. I think I got them all. Now we just wait. This is supposed to be kind of like your ending hype. You know, you come in, this is a very, like, heavily enemy area. Actually not. There's a lot of heavy enemies spawn. The first part is mostly armored units, and the second part here, there's going to be armored units, rocket launchers, which we kill the rockets for that one up there. Spawns late. And then we're going to have 2 Reapers spawn. I'm gonna let this cutscene play out. Just to save time.
You just got some hair.
Yep. Oh, he's good.
You can't get off my leg.
orb rockets that are going to shoot you, unless you know they're spawning. You're going to have 2 Reapers chasing you, and you're going to have a whole bunch of enemies chasing you. It's so bad, Chris actually tells the AI, like, your character says, we can't win like this, run away. Like, the game would give some I'm just gonna sit here and wait. And then this is our last little mini boss in a sense. We're gonna get 2 of the mini guns to spawn at the same time.
Oh no, he's buying himself this time. Bye.
Do you want to go for quick Wesker 2 or slow Wesker?
Bye.
Like that, we're done.
Bye.
You're able to skip that little tiny thing there, the 13 cards at exactly the same time. But it doesn't save any time, it's mostly a swag. That's down a menu. Kind of like getting 64 points. Shapes you a single text box. Alright, ready? I'm gonna go for fast. Wesker 2 here. 3. There we go. So our goal is we're gonna shoot right behind Wesker, and then move ever so close forward. And we're gonna hit him, and then we're just gonna come over here and spam square, and that was a perfect Wesker 2.
Yo, very nice.
If you do not do that, Wesker will just start shooting you, kicking you, and his hitbox is basically invisible. Because of the way that his powers work, he moves and he dodges your bullets, dodges your rockets, and you have to wait until you hit him. And then you have to get lucky in the string. So one last quick time event. Just gonna skip everything. You know, it's funny, we messed up all the easy stuff, but we got these parties. Quick fight in the game to work, right?
This is the instant guy, so you know that.
And then here comes our home stretch. Yo, 10 minutes under estimate. We're gonna go for quick Wesker 2 here. We're gonna go for the quick version of it. It's kind of difficult, so we're gonna skip a cutscene here. Not gonna run towards Wesker. That's another one of those situations where your guy just changes orientation during cutscene. I have to watch Sheva's twirl and then go up, and I need to do it just right to initiate Wesker's hitbox, and then jump down, and then run away. And I was a little bit off, so Wesker's hitbox didn't get completely healed. But if we would have got it right, Wesker would have been able to be dead right away. So now we just have to worry about real quick while he walks over here, and then his hitbox will come open.
He likes the sucking. Why sucking?
You didn't get his arm going.
I know, I didn't want that. I wasn't really close enough. There you go.
Game over.
Gabe, you need to move, you're blocking. There we go. So it took 1 rocket longer, but it worked. One last little cutscene here. I'm not failing, so please don't fail on purpose. Wasn't the underestimate. There we go. And just like that, I did Resident Evil 5 with a bunch of deaths. So that was a 149. It's probably about a 137, 138 game time. So it wasn't bad. Like I said, there was some decently bad RNG. But it didn't do bad considering I was holding the baby for an hour and 20 minutes of the run.
Baby rage, yeah. But nice run. Thanks for doing this, guys.
Thank you for having us. Shoutouts to Void on V0oidathon for having us.
Yeah.
And I apologize everyone for the baby. Like I said, he's usually sleeping this time, but he woke up at 5. So he was like,
Can I get some baby rages in the chat for that?
Mom, I'm eating soya. Like, he's actually soya
oh,
tomato.
IGB's got a point. It was a 3-player co-op run.
If you hold the baby during the run, it's a 3-player co-op run. Yeah, that is true.
Gabe, you want to do a Void command? Oh, come on, give it to us so we can leave. Leave out on the note.
Boy, come on.
Nice.
But yeah, thanks for having us. It was fun. So yeah.
Absolutely, man. Thanks again, though.